Hey, good morning. It's Michael, project manager, Hume Construction. Today we're going to show you the Cunningham house build, and this has been a really sweet build. We're pretty much almost done with framing, finishing up some of the roof framing right now, the shed roof going off the front. We just have to, do a little tidying up of the framing, and then we're pretty much good to go. We're ready to start doing some asphalt roof. So let me give you a little house tour of what's going on. Welcome to the main part of the home. This is going to host the kitchen, the dining room, the living room, and this is pretty much the central core of the home. So you can see it's a big open space. We're going to have a kitchen over here. Oh, let me show you this. So the kitchen, the countertop is going to have, or the cabinets and the countertops are going to be right there. There's going to be another cabinet countertop area right here. It's going to be like a little bit more of a coffee nook. And then there's going to be a hidden pantry. Well, not necessarily hidden. There's going to be a door here. It's going to swing open, and we're going to be in a pantry. So the dining room, or the dining room table, is going to be central. We're going to have nice sliding glass doors facing out this way, and we're going to have some French and swing doors facing out that way. So it's pretty much a nice clear sight line going all the way through, with your dining room table right in the middle. Living room, TV wall, boom, perfect for NFL games and anything that you're going to watch, movies, TV shows, I don't know, play a card game, whatever. Living room, sofa, it's going to be a good time. So we're going to be walking into the office right now. On this side of the house, it's going to host 2 bedrooms, a Jack and Jill bathroom, and the office. On the other side of the house, it's pretty much the master suite, along with the laundry room, mud room, and the garage entry, also basement access. So on this side, this is a great corner office area. You got a nice big window, nice smaller-ish, but still pretty big window. And it's just gonna be a perfect office. Plenty of daylighting. You can put a nice desk in here, do whatever work you need to do. And moving on into the Jack and Jill bedrooms, this is actually the most sweet. And it's actually the most important part of the interior framing. We wanted to make sure that the 2 vanity areas were exactly square and symmetrical. So let's take a look into that. So we got 1 bedroom right here. This will be a bedroom, and then we'll have a pocket door right here with a kind of walk-in closet, a little bit of a smaller walk-in closet, and a nice sink vanity right here. So that way, whoever's in this bedroom, they'll have a sink vanity that's able to shut with the pocket door, as well as their own walk-in closet. But there'll be another pocket door, and then this will be hosting the toilet and the tub. So this will just be the main bathroom. But if you follow me again, boom, I'm in the second bedroom's vanity and closet area. So that's exactly it. And this is what I was talking about with being perfectly symmetrical. We wanted to have the exact vanity space right there, exact vanity space on the other side, so that we could get 2 exact same similar vanities and it'll all be okay. But check out this bedroom. I'm gonna tell you what, this bedroom is probably the sweetest one in the house. Same size as the other one, but killer view off the back, especially because we had to raise the house up a little bit. I think it gave a beautiful view of the property. Sean, show them what that looks like. Looks great. But now we're gonna walk out to the hallway. Hallway is gonna have just a, closet, storage, linen closet right out here. And then if you follow me, boom, we're back in the great space. And we can move on to the other side where the master suite is and all the other house utilities. So walking into this side of the home, we're gonna have a half bath right off of the kitchen. It's perfect. It's not in the great space at all, so you know you can have some privacy when you're in the half bath. We also have basement steps going down to the basement. We haven't installed the steps yet, that's why you see the ladder. We are safe though. We have some caution tape just so no accidents happen. We gotta be safe. Gotta be safe. I know I'm not wearing a hard hat, but this is my metaphorical hard hat. So we continue walking down the hallway, and we'll have another pocket door here for another storage linen closet in the hallway. And now we're walking into the master bedroom. Now this master bedroom is huge, and it also has a huge walk-in closet that's gonna have a pocket door right here. So, you know, you can see the size of that closet. It's gonna be able to host the two clients, the owners, all of their clothes and everything. And this is a perfect size for them, as well as the bedroom. We'll have another pocket door right here off of the bedroom, and that'll lead you into the master bathroom. Some storage shelves right here, nice tub on this side, some storage shelves right here, and we also have a nice window going on right here. And we'll make sure it's frosted because it's a bathroom. We'll make sure that the other one is frosted because of the bathroom as well. But, you know, this isn't the most appealing view, but it's actually a really good view of the driveway, so you can see, you know, who's coming up the driveway and who would be parking right there. Again, another pocket door. We'll have some other set of closet space right there. And now we are standing in the laundry room. So there's gonna be like a utility sink right here, laundry units, washer and dryer. And then we will go through another pocket door, tons of pocket doors in the space. We love pocket doors, no in-swing into any space and anything like that. So it's a great way to just minimize door swings in your usable square footage. But now we're in the mud room. There'll just be storage shelves here. Nothing too crazy with the mud room, but it will be cool because you come back through the mud room and bam, we're in the entry area. So all this house is like connected to each other in some way or shape or form. And that's just really cool because you can be anywhere and you can get to anywhere however you want. And you can just circulate through the home very easily. This entry area right here is going to be into the garage. And we can get a shot of the garage. We haven't poured the concrete slab yet. We need to do that, and then we'll have to install the garage doors and everything after that. But there'll be a nice concrete slab here, some step platform, and then the entry into here, but then also to the outdoor deck on the back patio. So you can see that framing. Sean, get a shot of that framing. It's beautiful. Something to note about the garage, there are 3 garage doors. There are 2 garage doors for, you know, cars, the client's cars and everything like that. But we also have another garage door off the back, so if he wants to pull in a lawnmower or anything off the back of the property, he's able to. And that's what we got going on for the interior framing. But if you remember in my last video, I talked about how we needed to raise the foundation up a little bit and we needed to bring in a lot of fill. And we've started to do that. We've brought in a tons of fill. And it's making the property look so sweet. And I think it really is building the character for this house. And once the house is finished, it'll be beautiful. So we'll take a walk around the site and we will check that out. So stay tuned. So this was a relatively flat site. You know, obviously there's a little bit of grade change, but not much. So what we had to do was bring in fill. So you can see right where we're standing right now is where we started to grade the driveway upwards so we can reach that finished garage level. So you can see how that worked out. It slopes upwards, slopes towards the garage, but then it levels out and it makes an even area to drive into off the back of the property as well. So this was, you know, not really according to plan, but we made it look really well. We made it look really nice. And yeah, all this fill, you can see the kind of final level of fill we're going to be reaching for, just like a couple, maybe 6 inches below those windows. And you can see how well it's going to, you know, ease into the garage and everything like that. We'll go into the other side of the house and we'll show you what the fill looks like on that side, because there'll be a good distinction of whether or not, of like where the grade was and where the grade is now. All right, so I'm standing on top of the grade beam right now, and this is going to be the base of the foundation for the decking, the back deck that will be coming out this far. And the concrete piers that you see, they go 4 foot down, but at the time of install, we just brought it down to virgin soil, and we literally placed these footers right on top of virgin soil. So they were completely out of the ground, and we had to fill around it. So the good part about that is that we were able to place these footers exactly where we needed to, and if we needed to adjust them, we could. And then we braced everything, installed the grade beams, and then we backfilled so nothing got moved and everything like that, and it worked out perfectly. We were able to build the roof on top of this back patio, and it all ties in together with all the rafter trusses that we have in here, and it's a beautiful, beautiful look. So this is the back patio. You can see that this is the sliding glass door that I was talking about, so you'll be able to walk out here, enjoy this usable space. And honestly, when you're sitting back here, you'll have a killer view of the property. Show them the view of the property one more time, Sean. All the way back there. Woo! Look at that. We'll level out that berm of earth that's going on right now. We'll make sure that that's all said and done at the time of the finish, but for right now, that's how it is. So we'll take a walk around the other side of the house, and we'll show you the front and the side and the Bilco door entry. All right, again, we're looking at the finish grade on the house and how it sits at the window. I think I mentioned on the other side of the house it's like 6 inches, but coming over on this side and measuring it, we're sitting at roughly 8 inches below the window. And we do that because we don't want snow to pile up onto the window. We want to give it room to pile up before it hits the window. And that's why you want grade just lower than these basement windows. I think I talked about in the foundation video that we took those windows and set it all the way up to the sill plate so that, you know, we had this ability to fill it as much as we can, because we want to have this wall fully covered. We're going to go check out the front of the house where they're building the front deck right now, and they're actually framing the roof part of that front porch right now. So we'll be able to see them working a little bit. It might be a little loud, and I don't really want to go bother them and get in their way, but I'll show you about it anyway. Okay, so we're standing at the front corner of the house, and you can see again how we brought up the grade. You can see the same piers that we saw in the back. It was the same exact situation. We brought it down to virgin soil. We placed those piers right on top of that, placed them exactly where we needed to be, braced the grade beam exactly where it needed to be, and the columns, and then we backfilled all of that. And they did a really good job with that. And you can see again, it's the same exact system. Grade beam goes across the front. The decking is going to come to that. And then this area is not necessarily the deepest part of the patio, but you know, it does go back, I think, like 8'4" and in the 2 alcove areas. But then obviously that entry area is like 3'4" away from the front of the house. And you can see now they're framing the shed roof that ties back into the rafters, and then they're going to have to finish sheathing some of those areas, and then we'll be good to go. Get a good shot of them working. They're doing a great job. Okay, so the next part of this project is to start installing the roofing as well as starting to install the windows. We haven't necessarily ordered the doors yet because we're finalizing that door order, so that might just be a little bit longer, but we do have the windows. The windows are in. They're in the warehouse. They got to get delivered here, and then we can install them. So that's the next step. This project started in the beginning of July, so in about 2.5 months, this is how far we've gotten. We excavated the site, we've put the framing up, finishing up the framing, and we're now getting into the window and the roof install. So we also have HVAC beginning their roughing in the interior next week, as well as the plumbing, and then we also have to get a septic system installed fairly soon. So those are going to be the next steps of this project, but I am super happy with how far we've come in the 2.5 months that we have been working. So we'll see if it happens. I'm sure you guys will tell me in the comments. Please comment. Say you like this house, if you like this house. So I'd love to hear your feedback on it. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff.